all of these products are stellar, guys. A complete organic skincare line. Who uses the skincare? Love the skincare. It's fantastic. And all of this, and then Ken's going to talk about our brand new performance line today. It's going to be amazing. But all of these products, completely natural, exceed organic standards in the States, and everything with Isagenix is 100% money back guarantee. So there's no risk. Anything, you love it, you get started on it. If you don't love it, we can ship it back, they'll replace it with something else, or give you your money back. And you can get other things. Okay, Michael's going to talk a little bit about the science that these incredible products create.
Okay, I remember when I was calling, actually it was at the Heart Institute. Well, I know that Carol probably remembers going in there, and there's a lot of world-renowned researchers / doctors in Spokane, in case you didn't know that. One of them is she was trying out this diet, this very diet that we compared Isagenix to, because when you're looking at metabolic cardiovascular health, they understand just like we do. It's mostly what you put in your body. I mean, you need to work out, you need to improve your vasculature system, your whole system, you're trying to work on that. But if you can change the people's diet, because that is the thing that frustrates doctors the most, is they can get people to be compliant to take a pill, but they can't get them to exercise and they can't get them to change their diet. It's a really, really tough thing to do. But this is the actual, I mean, she was like, we're gonna have to go with this. This is what we're gonna recommend to every single one of our patients that come in here who have vascular problems. So when I saw it, that this is what they had compared Isagenix to, and saw the differences, I was absolutely amazed. I want you to understand, being in the medical field, and Carol will again agree with me, everything we wanted to look at, we was like, if it's not double-blind or randomized, placebo-controlled trial, Isagenix has actually started doing the studies. They've done some studies. They're in the process of doing a huge outcomes trial right now. But if you look at this is absolutely huge. 50% more weight loss, 56%. I mean, I could get excited if they said 10%, 20%. And I think if doctors and clinicians really understood what they could potentially be doing for their patients with Isagenix products, I think they would. I mean, I think it'd be awesome. 40% more visceral or fat loss. I don't know if it's visceral fat, twice as much visceral fat. So the visceral fat is the fat that's like the truncal obesity. It's the really dangerous fat. It's when people yo-yo, they go back and forth, that it becomes really, really dangerous, because when whatever's in the visceral fat, that's where all the toxins, everything that you don't want circulating through your body is stored. And when you release it, unless you're drinking tons of water and have a way to get it out of the body, it will find its way into your soft tissue. And so everything that, all chronic disease start with inflammation. It's all inflammatory based. And so the body, if you can get rid of the things that are causing inflammation, which are environmental mostly, you have a much better chance of avoiding this chronic disease state. But if you have the disease state, and you could lose a lot of visceral fat and weight loss more than you would with even their heart healthy diet, that is a huge, huge thing. So know that the science is being done, studying these products, and if you're recommending to people in your life, know that you have something that even doctors would envy if they all understood what we have. So,
absolutely, yeah. I love it. And if we have time, maybe you can share your story. But the key factor is, guys, that Isagenix creates results in the body. This company has thousands upon thousands of before and after pictures of people that have had the most amazing successes on these products. And just like Michael said, like with what he did in the medical arena, so much of what they saw, I mean, look at this man. Do you think that that's made an impact on the longevity and quality of his life?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just yesterday, I was on Facebook. Somebody posted a picture of their great-grandfather that has been using Isagenix now for, I don't know, maybe it's been like 6 to 8 months. He's like 85 or 87. And he is like, he's dramatically changed. He's like lost a whole bunch of weight. He's like so like active now. He's like volunteering and doing all these things. When he thought his life was over, he feels like he's gotten a second chance. And it's just such a blessing. And so this is what I would say, like when I started, normally we start in the products. So we led with the products because the products were so life-changing. It's a natural, and it doesn't matter who you are, and even all the stress in your life, and if finances are tough and you're looking for a better opportunity for your life, the first and core thing is that you're a person and you live in a body. And you want that body to be as healthy and as strong and as capable as you can possibly be, so that you don't miss a day of life. Every day you can play at 100%. What would that be like? What would that be worth to you? Every single day, to be able to wake up with energy, clarity of mind, feel great in your own skin, and be able to play at 100% in your life. That's what Isagenix offers. And whoa, we've got a lot of professional athletes, a lot of high-level people using Isagenix. I used to say it all the time. Isagenix is elite level athletic food packaged for the average person. We get to use this little e-shot that I just took. One of my favorite products is amazing. Is the formulation that the Russian scientists used to feed to the Russian Olympic athletes. We get it with Isagenix. It's fantastic. I have no aspirations of becoming a Russian Olympian, but I will happily use the e-shot. So, and then I put these pictures side by side. This is us. We are 30 years older. 30 years older. We've been doing Isagenix almost 10 years, I can tell you. I have not aged 10 years in 10 years. I am so grateful. When Doris and I heard that every 7 years your body is totally remade on a cellular level, we were like, we're going to be on auto ship for 7 years. We're going to put this in our body for 7 years. We're making the commitment. We're so glad we did. But one of the really cool things was, just a side benefit, here we are, putting this amazing nutrition into our bodies, leaned my body up in about a week and a half, took those sticky pounds off me, walked back into the club. My girlfriends are like, whoa, hold on, I just saw you last week. How can you look like that? I'm like, I know, it's that crazy stuff Doris is talking about. And so then we just had friends getting started and having so much fun. We had something tangible that I could help my girlfriends get free of weight. Weight has always been an issue in my life. I hate it. I hate it, and I hate what it does to women, to their self-esteem, and how it just puts them down and makes them feel like not great about themselves. And here I had something that worked for me, and I knew I could help other women get success, and I knew my husband needed it, and he was so good. He stayed disciplined for just a pretty short amount of time and leaned that body up. And I swear, it gave him back like his 17-year-old metabolism. It just reset his body. It was really amazing. We were excited about it. And so here we have all these friends open. So we start sharing with them. They start putting the product in their body. They're like, hey, we feel fantastic. We look fantastic. Our friends are asking us, what are you doing? So can I tell them to go to you? Okay, sure. I'll tell them about Isagenix for you. So we just started sharing it with people. And totally organically, we were able to participate in the other solution that Isagenix offers, wealth creation. This is a big issue today for people. And I want you to understand, when we started Isagenix, I needed to go get a job to make money, to bring money into my family. My husband had come to me 4 months before we started and said, honey, I love you. I know you like to teach fitness. It's all good. It's great. It's been great having you home with the kids. But you continue to spend more money than I can make, so you need to go back to work full time.
She always makes it sound so negative.
It's all negative. No. It was like, I was like, whoa, what are you talking about? I was like double my, at first I was like, I wanted to make a greater financial contribution to my family because I saw all the pressure and stress that all that responsibility was taking on. Michael was shouldering that. And I wanted to help. But the truth was, I was already maxed out. I was already working like double full time with what I was doing. And so something's going to have to give. And to be honest, I didn't want to give up my workouts. I didn't want to give up my classes that I was teaching at the club. I didn't want to give up my freedom. I was on jury duty these last 2 weeks. Up every morning, 6 a.m., shower. If I was going to work out, I'd get up that early, go down there, sit. And I take a break for a minute, I have to pee. Thank you, and go pee and come back. And I'm like, man, people still do this every day. We're on Search and Rescue. We can pull people right out of it. And people need it. People need it. Go for it. This is your slide. Oh, it is? Okay. All right. Well, I mean, this is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, it's crazy. 14% of the U.S., 41 million people receive food assistance. You know, and what kind of quality nutrition do you think they're buying with the food assistance? Okay.
I just heard something really crazy. I was reading an article on Zero Hedge today, and that 40 to 60% of all private pensions are underfunded. And he's talking about all these people that are just like, they're reducing the amount of money that they're giving people. And so you have people that are 60, 70 years of age are like, I have to go back to work. My income just went down by 50% because they said that the pension's underfunded. And so they're all saying, well, I guess we're gonna have to go on food stamps. And we already have about 45 million Americans on food stamps right now. And I mean, there may be people in the room that are on food stamps. You're just like, I can't make it. I just can't make it on the money that I'm making right now. So Isagenix is an option. It really is.
That's right. Well, because really what we did, guys, is we had no new money, like I told you, none. But we were spending money on food because we had a big family. So I just looked at where I was already spending money. And I just started to carve those things out. I mean, for sure, vitamins, we were going to buy Isagenix vitamins. For sure, the protein, we wanted the Isagenix protein. Because, again, we wanted to continue to use these products because we were in love with what they were doing for us physically, okay, helping us. So we just started to shift that and change up how we were eating and taking money we were already spending that at the end of the month was just gone. We had nothing to show for it. And we redirected that and invested it wisely into some of the best nutrition in the world, started to feed our bodies and our kids and feel and look better than we had in years. And our friends, the same thing, helping them do the same thing. That's what I love about Isagenix, is you do it with the people you love most in life. You do it as a partnership. And we all started to create income. So we started to pay for our products. So a portion now of my groceries were free. So that was freeing up some extra money to pay debt. Okay, to pay down, we were more than $70,000 in debt when we started Isagenix. So you can
Credit card debt.
Credit card, not houses, cars, just me being a yes mom and just trying to like take care of everything all the time. So think of that, it's really stewardship. Wise investment and stewardship. Money and work, primary stresses today. I don't think we even have to elaborate on this. Does anybody have stress in their lives over money or work? Yes, unfortunately.
Okay, we're gonna do a little exercise in your own mind right now. I want you to think about how much money you have in savings. Not in your 401k or in your pension, but in savings right now. Then I want you to think of, okay, what's our budget? Hopefully you have some sort of a budget. What's our budget for the month? So I want you to think about how much you have in savings, how many months or weeks would that savings last before you had no more money left?
Or days.
Or days. Well, yeah. I mean, when you're young, you're just like, That's from the Business of the 21st Century. Kiyosaki said that's a good definition of what true wealth is. And it's kind of scary when you think of it like that, isn't it? You're like, okay, our budget's $3,000. I have $1,800 in the bank, so that's like 2 weeks worth of wealth. So yeah, anyway. So our goal should be residual income. How many people know what residual income is? Okay, a lot of you Isagenix people know that. You even won money once because you answered my question right, remember? That's right. And it was a great example of what residual income is. Residual income is not like linear income where you're trading time for money, or even income where you have a business and a lot of people are working for you and it's leveraged and you're making money from a lot of people's efforts. Residual income is you do the work once and you get paid over and over and over again. And we are, at this point, 10 years, and God has blessed us, we've been really successful. We're really understanding and seeing what residual income can do and is. And we just met with an attorney, and we're talking about, putting our will and changing it up. And Isagenix is a willable business. So your business is actually willable to your children or somebody else in your life, and you can pass that on. And just think about them; they could have a continual stream of income because it's residual. It just keeps coming in again and again and again. So awesome. So health and wellness industry, obviously, we know it's exploding, and the fortune's really, when you talk to experts, is going to be made in what we're doing. We're the ones that are talking to people. We're the ones that are passing it on to other people, word of mouth, telling them what's available out there. So baby boomers control the market. Spending accounts for 50% of the economy right now. Seniors don't want to get old. Millennials don't want to work in a cubicle and get stuck. They're saying Facebook is scary, isn't it? Because you look at Facebook, every time I go in there, I'm like, man, my life sucks. People are always on some desert island or jumping off a cliff, or, look at their dog. Do all those tricks. But I just was thinking about young people because they're just so tuned into the internet and the social media and stuff, and they're just like, it's so intimidating to see what everybody else is doing. But with Isagenix, everybody's looking for an option. Everybody is. Everybody's looking for a vehicle. And I often tell them, because I got a Jeep Rubicon, sweet ride. Why did I get that? Because it can take me anywhere I want to go. I can go up a mountain, I can go down off a cliff, tumble, boom, keep going. I had a company car for 24 years. I'm happy that they gave me the company car, but I really don't want to drive a Taurus around everywhere. If you have a Taurus, sorry. Because that's great on the road. It'll take you down to take you to the gym and back, but if I want to go off-road, if I want to go and I see that mountain, I'm going to climb that mountain, I got to take my Rubicon. And Isagenix is kind of like my Rubicon. It can take you anywhere you want to go. So
that's right. Well, and the really exciting thing about it too is that we have amazing tools with Isagenix. So you don't need to feel as you get started that you've got to be able to know everything about everything. Isagenix has gone to work to really make it seamless. We have simple systems to follow, amazing tools that tell the story and share the opportunity with your friends and the people that you care about. And I want to talk a little bit about the industry, just briefly touch on it. This is an amazing industry, guys. 182 billion sales worldwide last year in network marketing. And does anybody have an issue with network marketing, or did you before you became aware of Isagenix? Okay, us too. We kind of had a little bit of a background. We never did. We have no experience in this industry at all, but we had some interactions with people and some situations that were not necessarily positive. And so at first that was, I love the products and I got it. Everything I do, we network with people every single day. You go see a movie that you love, what do? You tell your friends about it. You go to dinner at a fun restaurant, what do? You tell your friends about it. Do you go eat at the restaurant alone the first time because you're not sure it's a new restaurant? I don't want to take anybody with me. No, you take everybody with you. If they don't like the meal, they don't have to go back. But everybody goes to the restaurant. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. The only difference between a network marketing company and a corporate company that has a retail product is the way that we bring product to market. A corporate company, a retail company will bring product to market through a channel of different people. So a lot of different middlemen all along the way until it gets to that retail venue and sits on the shelf. Everybody gets a piece of profit. You go from a wholesale cost to a retail cost because everybody's got a piece of that pie. And then when somebody purchases that product at the retail store, 100% of those retail profits go into the pockets of the person that owns that store. With a network marketing company, or specifically with Isagenix, it's a direct-to-consumer distribution model. Direct-to-consumer. It's a wholesale club like Costco. $29 membership gives you the ability to buy product wholesale for a whole year, no strings attached. Everybody buys the product at the same price. There's no middleman markup. When you use the product and you love the product, you naturally are going to share it with people in your life. You don't have to. 83% of the membership base of Isagenix are just happy product users. But about 20% really participate in the opportunity of Isagenix. And so if you want to share it with people and help your friends and family create better health and better wealth for their families, we become the marketing arm of the company. It's that simple. The company pays you referrals for sharing it with your friends. If I had been paid referrals all these years for all the product systems, diets, things that I've done, that I've helped people do, I mean, that could have helped us as a family. Nobody ever did that for me before Isagenix. As much as I love Costco, and I could be a Costco ambassador, I have yet to ever get a check in the mail that says, Cindy, thanks for sharing us with those 5 girlfriends of yours that hustled their butts down and bought all those flower baskets and we made all this money. You know, I happily do it, but Costco didn't help me send my kids to college. They didn't help us pay off our debt. They weren't making Michael's Rubicon payment. You know, none of that. Isagenix does. That's the difference. World-class partnership, guys. There's not another company like Isagenix in the world. And the people at the head of this company are amazing people. Incredible experience in the industry. Jim Cooper is one of the most interesting, amazing men I've ever met in my life. He has such an incredible background and story. He took a company in the 70s to over $1 billion in sales in 32 months. I mean, he's just a brilliant man. This is Jim and Kathy Cooper and their son Eric. They're the co-founders of Isagenix, and John Anderson. John Anderson is a brilliant man. 30 plus years of experience in the health and wellness arena. Is a product formulator, private label manufacturer, 26-year career in America. Worked for 600 different companies and created over 2,300 different products. Do you think this guy knows what he's doing? He retired the 4th wealthiest man in Arizona. Came out of retirement not for the money, but to make a difference. Isagenix is his legacy. This is a legacy company. They want to make a difference long-term for people. Over a decade of financial stability. I mean, they're a debt-free company, world-class products, a give-back company, a heart of gold, millions given every year annually to charities. This next week, we're going to hit $4 billion in cumulative sales in less than 14 years. You only do that, guys, when you've got products to change people's lives. This is the vision of the company, to impact world health and to free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process, to become the largest health and wellness company in the world. And we're doing it. And it's exciting to be a part of it. It's exciting to be a part of something that's exploding globally, that not only has opportunities for us here in America, but for people all over the world. Families just like yours, all over the world, that are struggling, have an opportunity with Isagenix. It's incredible. Okay, so we're going to talk quickly. We're going to finish here a little bit just about the opportunity of Isagenix. Okay, so these earning potentials. I mean, we're not going to go into anything specific, but this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I guess that's what I would say. This is work, just like anything in your life. Anything worth doing is going to be worth your investment of time. You're going to have to work to do it. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. You're going to have to be focused. You're going to have to be willing to be open. But the beautiful thing about this opportunity is the more you step out, the richer your life becomes on every level. Relationships, your personal, your talents and your gifts and your skills, you'll see them grow. The way that you can make a difference in people's lives and come alongside of them on every level, it's amazing. This is the opportunity. It's as simple as this, and this is simple. You use the system, you use the products in your body, and then you share them with the people in your life that you love and care about, and you teach them how to use the products and share it as well. It's just that simple. You don't have to complicate it. One of the things that I love about this company is the whole marketing plan is designed to help people get their product free if they want to. I mean, they don't have to. But if you want to, remember when we talked about like all those people on food stamps, all those people that are struggling financially? What if you can show them how to not only put some of the best nutrition in the world into their bodies, but help to do that with their friends and family too? And everybody can do it for free. It's called You + 2, Them + 2, and it's as simple as sharing Isagenix with at least 2 people in the same week. Isagenix doubles your referral bonus. And you can make anywhere from $150 to $370 plus in your first week and help to pay for more than half of your product. What I love about it is that it's good for your friends too. So we're not only gonna help you get your product paid for, we're gonna help your friends do the same thing. And when we reach out and help Kevin and Amy and Jill and Joe do what we helped Robert and Sue do, Isagenix pays you for helping your friends. Your friends make the $150 to $370 or $600, whatever it is. Their product gets paid for at least half of it, and your product is free as well. And you just duplicate it over and over and over. It really is that simple. I want you to think with me, who do you know in your life that eats every day? You know? Do you know anybody in your life that has health goals that they're not reaching? Maybe they want to lean their body up a little bit, build some lean muscle, have better energy, sleep better at night. We can help those people. You can help those people. And you can help them help themselves through this incredible vehicle of Isagenix. Okay, whoa, big picture. Again, the goal is to build residual income. The compensation plan of Isagenix is the power of two. We build just two teams, a right team and a left team. Can anybody tell me, what does this look like? It looks like a pyramid. Okay, so let's just talk right now. Have any of you ever had somebody say, is this one of those pyramid things? Okay, so we're going to talk about it right now. It's not. A pyramid scheme is called a Ponzi scheme, and they're illegal. They were outlawed in the 70s. No goods or services or products are exchanged. It's just a money thing, okay? So that's one issue that people have. Then what do you think the other issue is with a pyramid scheme that they're worried about when they say it?
Only one person at the top.
The person at the top makes all the money. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Using your friends to make money.
Using your friends to make money. That's good, Amy. Usually I don't hear that. Okay. But that was my hesitation when we got started with Isagenix. I didn't want my friends to feel like I was trying to make money off of them. Isn't that true, Doris? That was my big block. Okay. But as soon as I put the product in my body and had such great success, I mean, that was the last thing I was thinking about, because I just knew all my girlfriends would want to feel as great as I felt, and I was going to help them. And then when I understood this compensation plan, I'm going to explain it quickly, I understood that everything I do benefits everyone I partner with. So I've got some skills. Okay? And I knew that I could take, instead of going back into corporate America and investing my time, talent, energy, and skill into someone else's dream, trading my time for money, getting paid way less really than my potential, I could take that same package and invest it with Doris, with Joni, with Carol, alongside of Michael, and then build this amazing team with Joni and Betsy and Kelly and Jill and Susan Baldwin and everybody in this room, Angela. We could partner together and build as a team, and everything I did could benefit my friends. Does that sound like a good deal?
Yeah.
And that's what Isagenix is. You build two teams. We go straight right, straight down left, and everybody that I personally share Isagenix with and open a wholesale account partners together and blesses all of my friends. And we just build together, straight down two teams. Everybody benefits with each other. Is that cool?
Yeah.
It's amazing. Here's the other thing with the person at the top makes all the money. We have a huge, dynamic, amazing team, incredible leadership on our team. But, you know, we started, I mean, like I said, almost 9 years ago. My girlfriend Joni started 7 years ago. I personally shared Isagenix with her, got her started, helped her build in the beginning. And I mean, she took to it like a duck in water, man. She was like, whoosh, off. Everybody builds two teams. Today, Jani Elo makes more money than I do. But I started before her. I love her. Do you think that bothers me?
No.
It doesn't. I love her. She had a big money blueprint, an incredible network, and she'll do the work all day long. And she's built an amazing team. It's a great thing. Is that incredible? That you can come alongside of a friend and actually help them create even greater success than you and be happy about it, because you know what? There's enough to go around. This is an opportunity of abundance for everybody. So okay, let's go back to a $3 perfect meal in the shake every day. What if you taught people just to change their breakfast up? Most people don't even eat breakfast, okay? But if you can, that's our little Emma. It's okay, Emma. If you could, she drinks a shake in the morning for breakfast, not a whole shake, but she loves a shake, don't you, Emma? Yes, you do. And just to change up a breakfast, okay? Because to participate in this incredible compensation plan, I'm not going to go through it. All you need is 100 business volume in product. It's about $150 a month in food that you're going to eat or feed your family. And that is the key that unlocks this incredible opportunity with Isagenix. I mean, obviously, we do way more than that, but that's as simple as it can be. Change your breakfast up. Teach your friends to change your breakfast up. Take money they're already spending, just a portion of it, redirect it. Invest it wisely, improve your health, and together create an income-producing asset that has the potential to change the financial blueprint of your family. That's right. I mean, I don't think I even need to go through all this. The timing and growth of Isagenix is incredible. Now is the time, it's the best time to jump in and partner with this incredible company for so many reasons. They're creating amazing success. There's no wrong way to get started with Isagenix. Getting the nutrition in your body is the win. Starting with a system is best because it's designed as a system to work together in your body to give you best results. Most people are deficient in a lot of areas nutritionally. Shore it up. Get them great results from the very beginning. If you do any of these packs here, a business builder pack or any of the president's packs, it's a business write-off. You can literally write that pack off of your taxes and eat for free for a couple of months on that food. Plus have a bunch of extra products that you can share with people as you're getting started. The Getting Started packs are fantastic too. These packs will replace 68 to 72 meals in a month for an average cost of about $8 to $10 a day. Feeding your body 2 whole food, nutrient-dense, better than organic meals. Giving the ability to cleanse your body, increase your performance, age healthy, whatever your goals are. We can meet those goals and help people. Getting started is the key, guys. If someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not quite sure that you can do it, just say yes and figure it out later. This couldn't be simpler. You're going to eat it. That's what we do. We put the nutrition in our bodies. We share it with the people we love and care about. We open wholesale accounts. They shop online in their own store. They get Nordstrom quality products with Nordstrom customer service. And all of us together have the opportunity to be great stewards with our time, talent, energy, and skill and the resources that we have to produce a great return on that investment. That is the big picture vision, full package of who Isagenix is, guys. So we're going to take a quick 10-minute break. And for those of you that are new, kind of connect. We've got some getting started. We've got some membership forms. Again, it's like a Costco. We just set up a wholesale account. I'd encourage you to get started on whatever level you want to. Circle back to the person that brought you. They can answer questions and kind of find out what's a great fit for you. So if you don't mind, let's put our hands up. Anybody that wants one of the membership enrollment forms, thank you, Michael. Just put your hand up for anybody new. If you want one of those, we'll pass them around. And we're going to take a quick 10-minute break and then come right back for some great training. Thank you so much, you guys.
I'm going to put these up front. Right there. Right here. They're already dropped.
How are you?
Yeah,
Yeah. I think they can be. Yeah.
You're Hello, you guys want to please start coming back into the room so we can get started? So many fun things to talk about. Okay, yeah, okay, guys, if you want to, come on, please come back into the room. Let's get started. Because I definitely don't want to keep you a minute longer than we need to. And because Michael's such a talker, the opportunity was long. He didn't hear me. Oh, okay. Here, ice cream. Okay.
Got our e-shot.
No e-shot for me.
Look at this cute little, this is what Isagenix is. I probably can't claim this.
That's not compliant.
Oh, look at her. She's 8 months old. This is our newest grandbaby, Emma. And we have 2 more babies coming. Girls, stand up. This is our Tashi and our Rachel. These are our Isagenix. Look at how beautiful they are. Rachel's new baby's coming in April, and Tashi's in May. Okay, really quick before we dive right into this next section, I just met an incredible young guy that just got started in Isagenix about 6 months ago, and he has an amazing story. Can we just take a minute and listen to his incredible story? And Jared, would you come on up here? This is Jared. I don't even know your last name, but this is Jared. Okay, on Isagenix, but what I love about what he's going to share with you is listen to his story. It's exactly what we've been talking about. I mean, it's like a high school friend shares it with his wife, you know, and he's married to her. Obviously, she wants to take good care of him, you know, and they're sharing it with their family. It's just like that. So, Jared, we would love to hear your story.
Okay. So about 6 months ago, I went back to, I'm from Wyoming originally. I went back home for a family reunion, and I was the heaviest I'd ever been in my entire life. I didn't like the way I felt. I was tired all the time. I felt like garbage. And at this family reunion, we go out to the lake every year. It's every year. And I found myself, I didn't want to go swimming. I didn't want to hang out with my family. I was very uncomfortable in my own skin. And it was terrible. It was awful. So I got to the end. We were driving home, coming back from Wyoming. My wife said, you know, my friend Denise Keeley from high school, she said, she's been talking to me about this diet stuff. I think I really wanted to try it, so I just ordered some. I just wanted to let you know.
Well, that's a good technique, wives.
I'm sitting here in the car with her going, you know, that's I'm really happy for you, but why didn't you talk to me about this? I don't want to have you be this, you know, hot, skinny mama, and here I am still stuck in this body. This is terrible. This is crazy. And I said, I don't care. You order me exactly what you order. We're starting this together.
Okay, let's just pause right here. See, friends and wives and husbands, they don't want their friends or their spouses to get thin without them. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we're building harmony.
Yeah. So since I started, I think the percentage I figured out it's about 26% of my body weight.
You did because exactly. Because we didn't say exactly how long. How much weight have you lost? Because this is crazy.
I've lost 65 pounds.
Oh.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I feel fantastic. Every day I wake up. I was in the military, got out with a back injury, and my fallback job was a trucker, and I just packed the weight on, just packed it on super quick. Yeah. On top of that, I was working in the oil fields. I was drinking 5 energy drinks a day.
Yeah,
every day.
I hear you.
Monsters, Rockstar, Red Bull, every day.
Yeah,
and it just flies on. And I got so addicted to that crap. I couldn't function without it at all. I couldn't. And now I don't even have to have coffee anymore.
Right on.
It's awesome. Woo! I love coffee. Especially the Isagenix coffee, which is awesome. So yeah, I still have coffee, but it's not because I need it. It's because I like it.
It's so awesome. Congratulations. Life-changing products for people. I love it. Congratulations to you. All right, we have someone very special coming to stage. I wanted to see if this would play for me. Let's see. Darn. I thought we had it embedded. We're still working to figure out all the technology behind this. So what I'll do is I'm just going to skip to this amazing man. We tonight are going to be trained on the brand new performance line with Isagenix, the AMPed products. How many of you guys love the AMPed products? Woo! All right, we do. We love these products. They're fantastic. So this man that we have the opportunity to hear from tonight is a loving husband and a father of 2 beautiful girls. And he actually has been a business owner in Spokane for over 20 years. And he's a martial arts instructor as well as a 3rd degree level black belt. And he taught, that's right, don't mess with him. And he taught for over 15 years, but actually left the teaching position to really pursue his passion in nutrition and really helping people build strong bodies. And he's very knowledgeable on this new system. And we're going to learn a lot of great things tonight from him. So please give a big warm welcome to Mr. Ken Close.
Awesome. So hey, I'm always a little nervous following Michael and Cindy because Michael, look at him, he's huge, right? Every time he gives me a hug, I come off the ground, You know, and he's like a bear hug. Woo! I'm not this far off the ground.
Black belt,
And then, well, when you got me, I can't do anything with that for you. And then Cindy, I mean, she is a huge inspiration to me. I mean, her smile, I mean, it reminds me of the sun. So she's, I mean, it's huge, it's bright, and it's extremely warm, right? I mean, she just has that infectious smile. So I want to thank them very much. Just give them a round. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I also want to thank, you know, there is a crew behind the scenes that puts these events on, and you know, they were a little bit behind on the curve on getting this one put together. But look at, I mean, there's a lot of folks here. I appreciate your time for being here. But I also want to thank the events committee and the volunteer staff that helped put this together. So all of you who are on that committee, can you raise your hands? There's some. I know you guys. Thank you very much. Really super appreciate that. So who can get excited about performance? Right? Performance. Okay, so that's a little level above from just the beginning. Normally, what happens is that you know, you get these amazing products. The staple is the shakes, and that whey protein is bar none the best on the planet. So we can't even get it in the United States. I mean, that's like you heard, it's the New Zealand protein. And so what happens is you start getting into a leaner body. You start getting a lot more energy. You're sleeping better. Things are improving. You just heard that, right? And what happens next? It's like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with all this liberated energy? I'm not going to sit here and bounce off the walls. I'm going to start hiking and biking and exercising and improving and performing. So now comes the next piece, right? The next level. How many athletes in here? All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right. So now hold on a minute. I want everybody raise your hand. Everybody, I can see you in the back. Oh, right there. Raise your hand. Okay. Here's why. Think about this for a second. Thank you very much. Every single one of us is an athlete. Inside, same 100 trillion cells makes up the human body. A couple billion of those are neurons, you know, the way we think. So literally, we've got an option. We can choose to tune up our body, train it a certain way, or we cannot. Okay. The only difference between an athlete, the ones who raised their hands the first time around, and the ones that I said everybody get the hands up, is the training. That's it. There's no different. Some of us train to play the game, right? Some of us train to watch the game. All right? There's not much difference, right? So think about this. The result is in your training. And so those ones that are in the game, you know, they're getting kudos for a game well played. The ones that are watching the game, well, they're not getting kudos for the snacks, not well played. Okay? So it's just in your training. That's the key. And so what I want to do, oh, by the way, this is my crew. Hi, crew. I kind of liken them to the crew of the Starship Enterprise. We are from all over the universe. We see from Soft Monkey Land, that's my little girl, Elizabeth. That's our littlest one. Our little chipmunk, she gets that from her laugh, is Madison. And then, of course, you know, my lovely wife, she is the queen of our universe. So you heard it earlier, talking about investment. So the investment is a little different when we're training to play the game or to watch the game. So our investment is literally what we're putting in. Our return is what shows up on the outside. Okay? So if we are literally training to be an athlete, it shows up. But we have to also think about our recovery protocol. Okay, hang on a second. Okay.
Hope you got some.
Yay,
French
I should do it. So when we are literally, if we want to build a body that's stronger, and we've already got done tuning it up, dropping some weight, feeling better, more energy, but now we want to tune it up. We've got to look at what kind of a percentage of return do we want on our investment. I'm not talking about money, but probably some of you guys understand your 401ks or some of the investment properties you've got, whatever. You know what return means. So think about this for a second. What kind of return would you like? You know, we got 2%, 10%, 50, 100%. What are you guys used to? In the money market, they're kind of low returns, right? Well, in the body market, they can be any one of those you choose. Remember, we all have to start out with the same billions of neurons, but the way we think dictates the way we operate. So if you want 100%, and I asked it was funny, I was actually sitting with my sister, and I said, she's a CrossFitter, and amazing, you know, she's done well. She's 50, and my little sister, and I asked her, I said, we sat down and I said, what kind of return do you want on your investment? And she goes, well, I want 100%. I said, write it down, write it down. So she wrote 100%. I said, now underneath that, we're going to go with the details that you have to go through to achieve it. And I said, if you follow that plan, and now this was a month ago, and I just, if you follow that plan, you're going to get this return. And she's like, okay, well, little sisters, you know, big brothers, don't know anything. You know, as siblings growing up, I was the one that was torturing her. She was the one taking the punishment, so now she's like, I'm not listening to you ever. But she listened. She listened. And I got this text from her, and she says, so this has been a month, right? And she's a CrossFitter. Then, of course, they track all the PRs. Any CrossFitters in here? Any? Yeah, right on. So they track all the results. And a PR, you know, sometimes is 1 more pound, right? They got plates that they go 1 pound increments. And I think that's phenomenal because, you know, when you accomplish that, the brain now has a whole new neurological circuit saying, I got that. And we move to the next level, okay? So she decided to listen to me, and she started changing. She said, and in this month, she goes, I have PR'd everything this month, everything. She took 30 seconds off her mile run. She did 50, right? She's, you know, I'm 52. My little sister, and she's like PRing everything, right? And so it's amazing. And she sent me this text, and I was like, yeah, rock on, sis. And you got to celebrate that kind of thing. So, and the way she did it was she made a decision. 100% was the only number she accepted, and she listened. She was open, like Cindy said earlier. Be open, think differently, and start putting different things on the table. Test different things, right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to test some stuff. Amplify this amp line. Literally, is going to amplify your workout. We've got what's on the bottom here is you kind of see some of the pre-workout, mid, and post-workout, and kind of a little line bar graph about where they fall as far as what Isagenix has designed them for. Now, I'm going to break the rules a little bit. I'm going to bend them some I'm going to break. And, you know, laws are, follow the laws, but break the rules, right? So you want a result? Let's make some changes. So these are the line of products right here. Our Amped Hydrate, okay, it is essentially being rebranded from our Replenish. Okay, Replenish is our electrolyte boost drink, and now it's going to be rebranded as soon as the Replenish line is gone. And there's some canisters over there. You can see when that's gone, then it's going to be the Amped line of Hydrate. All right. So the Hydrate is essentially its job. It is electrolytes, vitamin B, vitamin C, but it's got a hidden purpose. I'm gonna share that with you. Its hidden purpose, one of the hidden purposes, it is something you can drink prior, during, and even after. Okay, it's not, there's no stimulants in it. It is simply electrolytes, vitamin B's and C's, and they're just naturally sourced things, no stimulants. So, but the key thing, one of our problems with training is that our glucose levels start to drop during training. And as a result, cortisol levels start to go up. So a lot of sports drinks out there, you know, we've got a lot of commercially designed sports drinks that were not so much made for the sports or athlete arena, they're made for a profit margin. And then a lot of good marketing goes into them to make them, good sales. So if we're going to maintain glucose levels in our blood, we need to have a sustainable sugar source. And everybody's like, sugar, that's scary to me. No, athletes are different. You want to retrain, you want to rethink. The shakes that we have, the Isoline Pro, the Isoline, and the IsoPro, phenomenal. But as an athlete, it's not enough. There's not enough calories in there. I consume about 3,900 calories a day. Okay? I'm 174 pounds this morning. Okay? So it's not cheap to maintain that. But it is giving me a return on my investment 100%. All right, so my PRs go up. Anyone who follows that program, your PRs go up. But you have to think differently. We have to fuel the body. And when you are concerned about dropping your sugars to reduce your fats, your body burns the wrong thing. Okay? You want to get into that burn. You want the glucose to be part of your fuel system. And the fats, they're going to be consumed through lean muscle. We have to support the lean muscle. Very important. So this product here, literally, is across the board. Pre-workout, mid, post, across the board. Okay? All right. My favorite. All right. I want to talk about this a lot. And hopefully I'm going to take just a little bit more time on it because it is such a phenomenal piece of our AMP Power program. The Nox is simply it's natural, beetroot extract, red spinach, and celery. Okay, these are highly concentrated extracts designed to improve nitrates. Okay, what we do is our body produces nitric oxide on its own, but we want to boost that up. Nitric oxide is an element that our body uses for nerve cell to nerve cell communication, reduction in inflammation, energy, vasodilation, and sensory perception improvement. Okay? So there's some things that are interesting that happen when you use this product. One side effect, now this is actually, think about it, this is a side effect. Any human body that wants to increase circulation, right here, you don't have to be an athlete. You don't have to be working out. You want to improve circulation for any reason. I'm not going to name any conditions, but I'm sure you can think of some reasons why improved circulation through extremities can improve the body's performance or reduce some of its discomfort. Okay, does that make sense? Mm-hmm. All right. The other one is the nerve cell to nerve cell communications. What would that say to an athlete that's trying to perform faster? What would that say to someone who about midday is going, I just can't think straight, right? So some of these side effects are crucial in a performance improvement. The vasodilation portion of what this does is different than, we're going to get into AMP Power a little bit too. It also has a patented formula in it that improves the vasodilation as well. But this is a different pathway. All right. Its job, again, is for, think about this for a second. Every single cell in our body is fed by a fluid delivery system, our vascular system. And if we were able to improve delivery and speed recovery or toxin removal, wouldn't that be a benefit? Wouldn't that be an improvement to your athletic performance? Wouldn't that be an improvement to your body's performance, no matter what state you're in? Okay? So we have to feed the cell, and then we have to remove its toxic waste. And we can improve the speed of that right here. Improving that delivery system and extraction system is critical to upping your PRs, improving your times in your marathon runs, a better ride, okay, if you're a long distance rider, just going out for a hike, right? You want to improve that, do it. So there's not really a arena where this is not useful that I'm aware of. Anybody know one? Good. So basically, train harder, recover better. We want, our investment is literally what we do. So whether we are hiking, biking, training for a marathon, our investment is what we do. Our return is how we recover. Okay? What we do is our investment. How we recover is our return. So I want 100% return. I have to recover 100% for my workout. And the other key thing is being able to do that faster is done through a better delivery system, a network of delivery and extraction. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay, right on. I mean, this is exciting. To me, the Knox is one of my exciting pieces because I use it on a regular basis. Now, when's the ideal time to use our Knox? I'm going to break the rules. It's designed as a pre-workout, okay? And a pre-workout meaning that it literally takes roughly around an hour and a half to 2 hours for the effect of that nitric oxide to start taking hold and actually seeing some changes. But the cool thing about this trifecta of nitrate producing the beetroot, the red spinach, and celery, the unique thing about that trifecta is that it actually literally lasts 24 hours, up to 24 hours. And the other cool thing is it not only operates in aerobic state, but also in anaerobic state. So some formulas are designed for people who are running, and they're out there high RPM in the heart rate, and so they're getting a boost in that vasodilation. But some people are just weightlifting, right? You're not going to be doing that long distance run. So the cool thing about this product is it operates in both arenas. Both arenas. Now, you might say, well, I wake up, you know, at 5 o'clock in the morning, I work out at 6 a.m. I got to do this 2 hours prior. Wow, I got to get up at 4 o'clock now, right? Well, you can, but the cool thing about this is there's a preloading phase. Remember what I just said? Lasts for 24 hours. There's a preloading phase. So you can do this literally the night before, okay? Night before, it's not going to keep you awake, and preload for your workout tomorrow. The other cool thing is like if you've got a huge event, something coming up, you've got a Spartan race, you know, right? You've got a marathon, you've got some kind of an endurance, a peak endurance event. You can do a multi-day loading process. And now, literally like a 6-day loading process. So you back up, reverse engineer that, you know, the date, and you start doing one of these every day prior to that event. And that loading will give you optimal performance on the day of. And yes, you can do more than one. It's not like this is anything that's got stimulants in it. It's as close as you can get legally to human performance. I mean, it's legal, but the effects seem illegal. That's why I said I like breaking the rules. Okay. All right, our amped power. I told you about the benefits of the beetroot extract and essentially the nitric oxide or nitrates. Oh, one thing I want to back up on our Knox. One way that you can improve nitrate delivery or actually production is by taking it, what I do, you know, it's a 2-ounce little bottle, just like our E-Shot, and you put a little in your mouth, swish it around. It tastes actually pretty good. I like it. Taste to an athlete doesn't matter. We'll eat dirt, worms, whatever. Get a better improvement. We'll eat anything. So you swish it around the mouth, you swallow it. The saliva starts to improve those nitrate productions. Okay. Now, do not brush your teeth or use mouthwash prior to using the NOx because you're going to kill them all. The saliva in our mouth is killed by our brushing our teeth. It's not, you know, it doesn't taste that's good either. Everybody ever had to drink orange juice after brushing your teeth? So don't brush your teeth before your Knox. Definitely later on you can, but that's going to improve the nitrate delivery. So think about that. All right, on to the amp power. we've got essentially a synergistic blend between some of the amino acids as well as our creatine. So it's a creatine monohydrate. I don't know if anybody ever heard about creatine before, but there are a gazillion studies about the effects of creatine, and some of them out there will talk about water retention or bloating or some of these weird side effects of creatine, or don't do it, ladies, you're going to develop muscle. Literally, this is for any human body. This is designed for any person that wants better performance from the firing of their muscle. All right, you're out gardening, you're power gardening like Cindy. She's got that wheelbarrow up and down the mountain. I'm going to do my power. So the key thing is I like to use the analogy of any hunters in here? Anybody ever shot a gun, practice shooting anything? Okay, there are weapons out there that have a clip that have multiple rounds in there, right? Another round ready to fire. Okay, as soon as you pull the trigger, there's a reloading mechanism, bam, ready for the next one. That's what creatine does for you. Okay, so it's an ATP promoter, so it helps that muscle be prepared for its next firing. So it can happen faster, stronger. Okay, there's less lag time between those firing, and so you've got that magazine, that clip. And there is a little of intracellular increase in hydration with a creatine monohydrate. Why is that a good thing? Well, as an athlete, we want a little more hydration. That's not a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing. So if somebody's going to say, well, there's going to be a lot of bloating side effect, no, that's not true. And even so, let's call that water increase in the cells. That's a good thing. Better hydration, better performance, and better ability to get rid of the waste. So the other component that's in there is a patented formula called nitrogenine, and its job is, again, vasodilation, all right? But it's a different pathway than what the NOx does. So your improvement, again, is that transfer. It works on a little bit different level, but still improving that transfer. That's its key thing. We want nutrients in, waste out as fast as possible, and we can get ready for the next firing, like I was saying. All right?
And what's the protocol? How do you use that?
So, good question. Thank you, Cindy. Almost skipped right over that. So it's again one of our pre-workout products that is designed prior, about 15 to 20 minutes prior to your workout. That's key. That's kind of one of the, you can play with that. Again, it's different from each person, but I would put that as that 15 to 20 minutes prior to your workout as a pre-workout nutrition. All right. So, and combined with the E-Shot, our E-Shot is about 85 milligrams of caffeine, but it's yerba mate and green tea extract. So it's not coffee, it's not toxic, it's different. It's also got adaptogenic herbs. Cindy mentioned those earlier, which is in our Ionic Supreme. Those Russian adaptogenic herbs designed for athletic performance, they're in that E-Shot. So let's combine this a little bit. Let's go back and see what's going on in the body. We have just given the body nitrates for vasodilation, nitric oxide. We've given it nitrogenine, which is another pathway for increased circulation. And now we gave it 85 milligrams of caffeine. Woo! What's going on now? Did the energy levels just spike? Okay. So think about this for a second. If we're going to work out and we drag ourselves out of bed and we drag ourselves to the gym and we drag ourselves over to the piece of equipment, are we going to be supercharged and have an amazing result? Are we going to get that extra rep because we've got the energy necessary? No. So that's the problem. If we don't have the energy, we don't have the motivation. We don't have the motivation. We don't have the reps. We don't have the reps. We don't have the potential for growth. We don't have potential for growth. We don't need recovery. Go home. Why go work out at all? Okay, so all these things are built together. So the E-Shot and the Amped Power pre-workout, phenomenal. All right. Now, amp fuel. So those workouts that you're involved in that are, hour and a half, 2 hour long, and I don't care if it's, you're in a martial arts training, or if you are power gardening for a couple of hours, if you're in a swim, long distance run, doesn't matter. You need to refuel the body, because remember, when those glucose levels go down, cortisol goes up, and repair, recovery, and growth disappears. So you want something that's going to fuel you throughout. Perfect, right here. The other key thing that I'm really super impressed with the amp fuel is the BCAAs, branched chain amino acids, that are in here in a perfect orientation of a 2 to 1 to 1 ratio. Leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Those 3 amino acids are designed, their key purpose is for energy into the muscle. Our body uses and consumes that from our muscle, and if we don't have a proper store for replacing that, guess what is consuming for energy? Your muscle. Okay, your recovery goes down. So the branched chain amino acids in here is brilliant. I mean, the scientific staff that put this together, brilliant. It's not the same as anything else out there. There's other things out there that are carb loading, the gels, the goo, things of that are on the market for your fueling system en route. This guy adds BCAA, so our improved recovery, repair, and growth has just been answered. Okay, we've got to keep the calories up, and we've got to keep our building blocks high. Designed as a mid-workout, but think about this for a second. Part of our repair, recovery, and growth, BCAAs. This can be done prior. You can do this about every 20 minutes throughout your long process. How do you know how much is too much or what's not enough? Your body will tell you. Your gastric process is going to tell you. If you start to get a little upset to your stomach, you got too much on board for the amount of work that's going on, back it off. But in long, drawn-out marathons, 5Ks, 10Ks, whatever you're doing, every 20 minutes, one of these guys here is going to keep your energy levels high. It's going to keep those recovery nutrients going to the muscles. Okay? So feel free to break the rules. Use them all day long. Okay. Amped Recover, I want to tell you the reason that, again, another one of the things I'm really, really super impressed with. This Recover is designed as a post-workout, but BCAAs, branched chain amino acids, right there in this guy. So it is designed, again, you can put it in with your amped power first thing before. You can have it in your water with your replenish, or now going to be rehydrate during your workout, and then blast it at the end in a recovery shake. So there's no reason why you can't use it throughout your entire program. I do. And the power of this is cortisol management. All branched chain amino acids are going to do for you is to keep the fuel to the muscle so that the energy levels stay high, your glucose stores stay high, because as soon as they drop, there goes the cortisol production. So this keeps it high throughout your workout or throughout your activity, whatever it is. So use it throughout. Again, it is essentially designed as a post, but in terms of muscle, energy, repair, and growth throughout your workout. This is one of the things that I've been testing is I found that this is, throughout my entire program, has reduced my soreness and my recovery time by tons. I mean, some of my PRs are amazing. So this is what I'm definitely going to suggest. Okay. I think, hang on just a second. I think we've got, maybe we got a minute or two, but I would love to, I kind of went through fast, but I want to kind of open it up. Cindy, if you want to jump back up here with me, maybe go through any kind of a question. I do want to actually address one more thing. Hang on just a second. Another addition, and I don't think we have one up here, is our greens. The greens are designed as to help us alkalize our body. I use that in every single shake. It's part of our protocol for supporting our immune systems. Antioxidants, it is a management tool for that. And of course, what happens when you're working out, producing a lot of toxic oxidization, and so this is going to help that management. But in terms of pH, managing our pH, we want to stay more alkali as much as we can. Improved oxygen transfers, less stress, less inflammation, more operations in the cell. So our greens is essentially 1 scoop, all the nutrient value of that's in the more than two salads. I'm talking about. It doesn't taste like spinach. It's actually kind of sweet. It tastes really good. You can actually mix it in your water or into your shake, whichever one works for you. But I did want to talk about that. And then the Ionic Supreme as a post-workout recovery. Cortisol management is key. So it is our post-workout recovery, bar none. I mean, don't let that slide. Make that part of your routine to make sure that we're keeping that cortisol level in balance, in check. Adaptogenic herbs, just like Cindy said earlier, critical for that improvement. Okay, anything else you want to come up and
Sure.
any questions you want to? There was something that I know Cindy was saying, well, maybe I can add some stuff. Cindy.
Well, no, I what I thought was, not that I can add, but so I probably don't even need a mic. Hello, is this on? Hello.
Michael, where's your mic going?
One of the things that I asked Ken, because again, so many times, like when I'm an avid cleanser and I've had to kind of step back from that because I like to work out and I work out a lot. And so in the back of my mind, I think that, day 1 on a cleanse, I think you can work out fine. Day 2, I don't think you should do things that are really going to tax your body, because you want to make sure that you're replenishing your body with amino acids and those types of things. And so, but in the back of my mind, and I did not know Isagenix was going to come out with the Recover product, the branched chain amino acids. And I was thinking to myself, what if I could just take amino acids, like on day 2 of a cleanse day, if I want to work out hard, because I like to do it and it feels great to do it. But I felt like just one day I just felt like God was like, Cindy, your heart's a muscle.
Exactly.
And I was like, just like stop me in my tracks, because I thought, a lot of times when we work out and we don't replenish the body properly, what suffers? What is it that your body is building all the time, and it's going to take what it needs. If you're not feeding it the right nutrition, it's going to go find it. And where does it take it? It takes it from your glands and your muscles and your organs. But your lean muscle is your primary target for it.
Exactly. So your lean muscle is your best friend. And so I like where Cindy was headed with that, because on cleanse day, so it's all about recovery, repair, and growth. So what are the nutrients on board to do that job when you're cleansing? There aren't any. So yes, it's sustaining. It's a lot of minerals. It's not designed for an athlete's performance. The cleanse is phenomenal for getting rid of toxins, building clarity, and letting the body perform better after. Okay, so those BCAAs, you know what? If you've got to work out on cleanse day 2, I do not. Day 1, you're still operating on yesterday's nutrients, so you can get away with it. Day 2, think about this. You've consumed most of your stores, so building it back up, you can build it back up with that. And at the moment, we're breaking some rules. Using that Recover on cleanse days. Hey. Those BCAAs, right? So let's see how it works.
My thought, and we need to find out about this, but my thought would be that the reason that you don't do a shake or protein on a cleanse day, obviously, is because you're taking your body out of cleansing and into digesting, because it's got to digest the protein.
Yep.
But with the BCAAs, maybe Alex would even have an answer to this, but your body isn't necessarily having to digest those, but it's in liquid form. It's not got anything It's just the amino acids that are
Yeah.
feeding the body.
Right.
2 scoops of the Recover is only 5 grams of sugar, 7 carbs. It's about what a cleanse drink is. You see where I'm going with that? So not that I'm advocating hard workouts on cleanse days. I'm not. I'm just saying that, you know, just for some different reasons. I think that if you can replenish your body effectively with the Recover,
Right.
if you're feeling a little
low. So, I'd love to kind of field a couple of questions if we've got some folks that wanted to ask.
I can go through the crystal bonus stuff quick. So, go ahead.
Okay. So, yes.
I just had a quick question. You said that you use that throughout. What do you mean by using it throughout? Do you do more than a couple times? throughout?
So good question. Great question. The question was using the Recover throughout your workout. So again, like I said, the theory or understanding is what our body's using for operating in fuels. So this is a little known fact. 15% of your operating fuels come from BCAAs during your exercise. So other sources, fats, of course, our glucose, but 15%, up to 15% be used by BCAAs. So as a pre-workout, add this to your AMP, right? You've got the additional BCAAs throughout your beginning. You've got it in, perhaps even in your water. I put it in my water, literally, during my workout. And so I'm sipping on it throughout. And then Recover at the end, again with another blast. The key thing is that we remain a net plus in BCAAs, a net plus in energy sources, a net plus in fuel. If we get to a negative, then our body switches over to cortisol production, okay? And all of a sudden, our repair, recover, and growth goes down. So we want that high performance. We need to keep a surplus. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt you. We want a surplus. We want to make sure that the net plus in all of our nutrients is there at all times. Because literally, it doesn't take long. The second that the glucose levels drop, the switch is instantaneous, okay, to cortisol production.
What's the best thing to do when that happens?
Best thing to do is replenish, is to get yourself, if something, you need, we've got some great tools. When your energy levels plummet, you need to get on board, amped fuel, perfect onboard, Recover. This is another one that you can utilize, but the fuel is perfect. It's perfect, 90 calories. You got good, quick acting carbohydrates and branched chain amino acids. All those things. Your heart rate's already up. You're already exercising, right? And you feel it. Let's say you're on a century bicycle ride, right? You hit that hill, right? If you have it loaded properly, you feel it. And if it doesn't, instantly, all those energies go flushing right out. Your muscles feel it quickly. So that fuel is your key. Keep it in your pocket, right?
All right,
Any other
Ken,
questions?
thank you so much. This is fantastic. Kudos to Ken Close is our team's brand newest Crystal executive. And Sarah, goes out really quick. I'm going to do this next segment in 5 minutes, and then we're going to bring another fabulous person to stage to close out the night. You're going to love her. So one of the really exciting things that Isagenix launched at New Year's kickoff was a complete crystal reset. How many of you guys are fired up about the reset? Woo! It's amazing. This company is so generous on every level. They're constantly trying to help people be as completely successful as they can be with Isagenix. So with the crystal reset, what this has done, when you get started with Isagenix, there is a lot of what we call upfront bonus money to help get people paid faster, to help get that money back in their pocket so their product's free, so it kind of frees them up so they can just enjoy the experience of the products in their body and come alongside of the people in their life that they want to help, just like Jared and his friend. I mean, just reaching out. This is making a difference for me. I think you guys would love it. I don't know if it's anything for you or not, but you should try it. They jump on, they love it, 60 pounds in like such a short time, it's crazy. Like it transforms people's lives. And so Isagenix just wants to make it as possible as it can be for everybody. And so the Crystal Reset is just a way of doing that. They reward you for becoming really the marketing arm of the company. So as you look at your little sheet here, so it started from January 11th and it runs through July 13th. Everybody has a second chance. If you're brand new to Isagenix, then obviously you're just getting started. But for anybody that's been in Isagenix for more than 6 months, you get the opportunity to circle back and create all of these bonuses, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so the Crystal Reset, depending on the level that you are currently, when you first get started, does anybody else need what Sarah's holding one up? Does anybody else need a form? When you get started with Isagenix and you open a wholesale account, this is what I tell people, and it's because it's absolutely the best way to start. Get everybody started on a rewards account. Everybody starts as an associate on a rewards account. Why? Because they get the best pricing on all the product systems and packs in Isagenix. You're setting them up for success right from the very beginning. It's an auto ship program. No worries. It's not like the CD Club in the 80s. They're not going to get a bunch of stuff they don't want, okay? You can take them right into their back office and show them how they control it. But for the first 30 days, you want to let that auto ship ride because they have the opportunity as that team starts to build to capture every piece of product volume, dollars coming into that team. It will bank in their account as long as they're active with a minimum of 100 business volume. And that's an account called an associate account. When they do U+2, and they reach out to at least 2 people, and they share Isagenix, and those people open wholesale accounts and get started with a minimum of 100 business volume in product. And again, starting with a getting started pack or the presence pack is the best option because it gives them everything they need to create success. The membership's free and everything's 100% money back guaranteed. So the only money they spend is for the food they're feeding their body. Get them started. Isagenix pays you a referral bonus, and the first rank advancement level is called consultant. And as a consultant, you make a $50 bonus when you go consultant. From there, you advance to Crystal Manager. Isagenix now is giving all of us that have been in Isagenix, depending on your rank, till March 15th to hit the Crystal Manager position if you missed it the first time around. So if right now, today, you're an associate or a consultant, you have the opportunity to do U+2, them +2, create 2 personally enrolled consultants, and they can be on either team. They don't have to be on separate teams. And Isagenix is going to pay you that $250 bonus. Is that amazing? It's awesome. If you're just getting started, say you've been in for a year and you really haven't done anything, you're an associate or a consultant, you get yourself to manager, which is personally enrolling those 2 consultants. For your first 20 people that you help share the products with a couple of friends and get their product half paid for or all the way paid for, Isagenix pays you $100 for helping your friends. It's called a consultant development bonus. They let you do it 20 times, 20 friends. They pay you $100 for helping your friends. So that $250 bonus, if you haven't gone through all of that consultant development bonus, actually is a $450 bonus for people. That's huge, you guys. Almost $500. Usually they'll make over more than that because they're enrolling people. All right. Then the next level that you can advance to is Crystal Director. If today you are a manager, you have the opportunity to rank advance to Director. If you're an associate or a consultant, obviously you can do both. But if you're a manager, let's say you're a manager and you've got 4 consultants. How many consultants do you need to create to go Director, Crystal Director?
2 more. 6 total.
6 total, so you need 2 more consultants. You've already got 4. Isagenix lets you create 2 more consultants They give you until May 14th, which you can do that in a couple of weeks. And they are going to pay you a $750 bonus. $750 bonus plus the consultant development bonus. Again, if you haven't shared it with a total of 20 people. Does that make sense? So it becomes a $950 bonus. Or if you're a manager and you create 4 more consultants, it's an $1,150 bonus. Helping people get healthy and well, feeling and looking better than they have in years. Okay, and then from there, you create just 4 more consultants, and now you've hit the level of executive. A crystal executive is when you have 5 personally enrolled consultants on your right team, 5 personally enrolled consultants on your left team, all of them active with at least a minimum of 100 business volume and on auto ship. And when you hit that level, Isagenix pays you, how much is that bonus?
$1,000.
$1,000. And again, $100 for each of those consultants you develop. So if it's another 4, that's another $400. That's a $1,400 bonus getting yourself to Crystal Executive. Is that fantastic?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, guys. That's more than $3,000 on the table for everybody that's building. Here is what is mind-blowing to me. A lot of you here today, how many of you guys already went executive prior to this Crystal Reset? Prior to the Crystal Reset. Okay, us too. Isagenix gives us the opportunity to do it all over again. So even for you, that additional $2,000, possibly $3,000, depending on how many consultants you've created, is on the table, just like everybody else. Incredible, generous company. Incredible. All right, so the other thing that's amazing is that we have a huge event coming in August in Vegas, and we've got a big party planned for the last night of that event, and we have an amazing headline act coming to perform at that event. Does anybody know who it is? Maroon 5. Woo! It's going to be so much fun. I feel like it's such a blast. And when you are building into your team, helping people rank advance and hitting these markers and making this money, and when you're doing it for yourself, the added bonus to that is tickets to this after party event in a special reserve seating. And I'm telling you, if Isagenix does it, everything they do it right. It's amazing. It's going to be a blast. It'll be so fun. So even that as an incredible perk, and you can earn several tickets and percentages off, so you can pay them forward to your team and bless your team, use them for contests, whatever you want to do with them. It's just a really super, super fun event. So anyway, all the details of that are on those handouts they gave you. And they can be found in your back office under contests and promotions on the Crystal Reset flyer. Okay, the second really exciting promotion that Isagenix created is it's part of the rank advancements. We already had this amazing rank advancement bonus structure. And again, there's as much as $10,500 on the table. It used to be just $10,000. They put an extra $500 on the table to help people, again, create success quicker. It's called a 5-cycle bonus. And for those of you that are new, the residual aspect of Isagenix is, again, it's a direct-to-consumer product distribution model. So as product is shipped out in the network of your business, that creates product volume that comes and flows out through your 2 teams. You have 2 teams. And every dollar that's purchased on your team has a product, has a value attached to it. So like points. And they flow up and they are held like in your bank, which is your account. And every time your business creates 900 business volume, 300 on one team, 600 on the other, and it can be either team, to make that 900, Isagenix pays you 6% of the 900 BV, which is $54 and some change. And that is called a cycle. And that is the long-term residual income. That's the blue sky money. That's like what Michael was saying, like Today, we live like I never thought we could ever live. It's residual income. And even to be like at the level we are, you don't even have to be there. I mean, we were living amazing way before we ever got to where we are now. I mean, it really is phenomenal. Think about what you can do for people to help them create an additional stream of income that was created with money they're already spending. And they're having better health and playing it 100% every day because they have this incredible nutrition in their body. That's the full package. It's amazing. And so in that residual, a 5-cycle bonus just means that you've got 5 cycles in a week. So you've made over $250 in commissions in the residual income. And when you hit that, even as a consultant, which is crazy, having just really shared it with 2 people and 2 people are active, if you hit 5 cycles, Isagenix pays you a $500 bonus. Amazing. And it just continues to go from there. So the way they changed this too is the 1-star bonus. You used to have to be an executive, a paid as executive with 10 personally enrolled consultants. Today, the 1-star bonus, the $1,000 bonus for 10 cycles is paid out as a manager. It's amazing. That's amazing. All right. The 2-star bonus, a $2,000 bonus for 20 cycles in a week can be paid out at the director level with just 6 consultants active. You hit 20 cycles, $2,000 bonus. They pay you $1,000 the first week you hit 20 and $1,000 the second week you hit 20. Okay? And then on to a 3-star bonus. The 3-star bonus is 40 cycles. This is a 6-figure income with Isagenix. When you hit that level, if you hold that level for an entire year, that is a 6-figure plus income with Isagenix. So when you get to that level, that one stays the same. You must be a paid as executive, just 10 personally enrolled consultants that you help share with 2. They pay you a $3,000 bonus, $1,500 the first time you hit 40 cycles, $1,500 the second time you hit 40 cycles, and you need to be a paid as executive. Okay? Phenomenal. Phenomenal, generous company. Does anybody have any quick questions about that? All of the information is pretty clear. You read through all of it in your back office. It's amazing. Guys, think about, if you've been doing Isagenix for a while, you've got people that were a part of your team at one point and maybe, they kind of slid off or life took them out for a little while or whatever the case is. Circle back to those people. Circle back to the people that are loving the product, using the product, sharing it with people in their life, and invite them to jump back in. Think about the impact that an extra $3,000 to $5,000 can have for a family. Awesome. Okay, all right. With that, I am going to bring our final speaker to stage, and she is one of my most favorite people ever. She's from a tiny little town on the west side called Shelton, Washington. She is happily married to her high school sweetheart, and she is a mom to 3 boys, and she has a beautiful little granddaughter that is the light of her life. 1 or 2?
That's 1.
1, okay. Oh, okay. All right. We owe so much to this woman because she jumped into Isagenix and she created amazing success on the product. She lost over 100 pounds when she started her Isagenix journey. That's amazing. And she's a savvy little business gal, and it didn't take long for her to figure that there was really something to Isagenix, and so she got busy. And she started to build an amazing team, and we have the privilege to be a part of her team, and we are so grateful because this beautiful woman was the woman that brought Isagenix to Spokane. So she's had loads of honors. I mean, she's been on the Field Advisory Board. She's been on the Millionaire Board panel. She's received the Above and Beyond Award. She was also Isagenix Woman of the Year 2009. Please give a huge warm welcome to our very own Joni Brewer.
testing? Okay. Well, thanks, guys. And I'm going to be very brief because it's a long night. You've been here a long time. A lot of stuff kind of goes over your head, but this is what I want you to do is let it go. Let it go over your head. You don't need to have all of that fabulous knowledge that we build it for our belief. You hear it, you hear it here. It takes your belief up a little bit. And that's really what you want to do in your journey with Isagenix. We're not trying to take somebody from ground zero and get them all the way up here. You're trying to get them to come here, to here, to here. And so that's what I would empower you to do. That's what I did. I don't know what button to push here.
Okay.
I'll tell you. Okay. I'm going to just go through, I have 4 slides, so no worries. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to give you the suit of armor for when you're going to build your business. Make you strong, make you understand that they brought it out tonight about your strengths. Everybody has their own strength, and everybody has their own fun stuff about them. They just sometimes forget it. They forget what they bring to the table because life has taken a lot out of them. Because we get so, I hate all those words. Stress, I just want you to know that be you. You are awesome. And everything that you do, when you do it for the right reason, is awesome. And that's kind of where I had to find my own power. I don't have a college education. We didn't come from any money. We lived in a small 10,000 town, married my high school sweetheart, and I love him dearly. He drives me nuts sometimes because our personalities are very different. He's very quiet and opinionated, when he does something. And I'm chatty Cathy and love everybody. So we're very different. But I would love for you to get to the level that I got to have my power. All of this makes tons of common sense. The markets, the product work. I lost 11 I'm saying days. I lost 11 1/4 pounds in 9 days and it gave me hope. I lost 60 pounds in 3 months because I followed it to the letter. 2 cleanse, 2 5 shake, 2 cleanse, 5 shake. I did it straight for 3 months because I was hungry. I needed the business. In 2004, I wasn't worth $10 an hour. It's kind of humiliating. Okay?
You were worth it.
I was way worth it.
Yeah.
Way worth it. And so that's what my job is today. I get to make people feel like they're worth $1 million. And I was telling somebody the other day, it's like, okay, millionaires. You hear that all the time with Isagenix. We've got 79 millionaires, or it's all good. But don't shove the apple down somebody's mouth. Give them a bite. Wouldn't it be awesome if they got a $20,000 a year raise this year? Or a $25,000 a year raise? Wouldn't that be awesome? And that all comes from you finding you're happy. You got to find you're happy, which puts you in a magnetic state. I'm not weird or hokey pokey stuff, but put you in that state where people are attracted to you because you have great energy about you. They love you. I'm wearing this outfit because it looked really awesome. I've had it in a picture. I was walking, and they said, "Oh, you look good." I work. We all have our stuff, okay? The thing is, I walk in the morning because I want to walk. I walk in the evening to give me joy. It gives me joy. I am being empowering myself every day to feel joy, to be grateful, to work hard. I have great work ethics. And I tell people are not afraid of hard work. People work hard every day. They're afraid of something they don't know or afraid of what you're going to say about it. That's the thing. Quit worrying. Quit it. You're smart enough to know this, and there's been way too much products are not on trial. And what I want to say about those workout products, energy, great. I'll have that. Energy, good. The recovery, the amp, cherry pie feeling, put it in your vanilla shake. It's awesome. Just stuff like that. Keep it simple. Because you know what? When you become the expert, well, everybody expects you to be the expert because it's what you do. But the bottom line is, if you keep it simple, it will duplicate. And if I learned anything in this business, is to make it duplicatable. Because everybody comes from a different walk of life. Fat is fat. People have any fats, first time they can come back to bless them. Because they can lose a little bit of weight. Hey, feeling good. Okay, so you make that real. We make under $40,000. I'm going to say some numbers for you guys. You make under $40,000 a year. I raised 3 kids, small town. My world was small. It was good, but it was tough. We lived way beyond our means. We had no 401k, no pension, none of that stuff. My husband retired from the mill, and he got a cake. He brought a cake in there. That was it. And so I want you to know, I get people work hard. I get it. There's a lot of them out there, and it's getting worse. I don't mean to do a balloon girl, but okay. Oh, wow.
You're doing good.
So let's do a couple slides. Push me one. What do I got? Oh, okay. I like this one. So, lead by example. Don't ask somebody to do something you're not going to do. If you're not going to rock out a cleanse day, don't expect them to do it. But I don't take whiners. I did it. And you know what they did? I was over 300 pounds, and they would have shake days first. They put you right into a cleanse day. That was tough. I called my girlfriend and said, "You trying to kill me?" So, but there's ways of getting around it. And so every day I felt better. And here's my biggest gift to give tonight. There's a real difference between being interested and being committed. When you are interested, you're going to do what's convenient. But when you're committed, you're going to do whatever it takes. No, you are. You're going to do it. You're going to follow that cleanse. You're going to do it. You're going to rock it out. But you know what smart people do? They attach themselves to strong people. They attach themselves to somebody else's belief because they haven't had the time to build theirs yet. So just attach yourself. Don't be a whiny little nugget. But get in there. Get yourself empowered. Get yourself empowered with somebody. Give back. Don't just take. Give back. So this is just one thing. Lead by example. Motivate. I'm not looking to be someone's motivator. I'm looking to be someone's inspiration that can help them motivate themselves. Inspire, mentor, coach, teamwork, vision, and win. All of those put the puzzle pieces together. And that's what this whole room could give to each other in this marketplace. We should be, just excited to be happy. Do the integrity smart thing with anybody that you meet. If they're in Isagenix, don't go saying, "Oh my gosh, our team is just rocking. We have a great team." Well, how's your team doing? Don't say something like that. Say, "This one side, aren't you side, you're in Isagenix? This is so fun. We're going to be so great, healthy. We're going to help everybody." Say something like that. Okay, flip me another coach. Wow. Okay. If we did all the things we were capable of doing, we would literally astonish ourselves. And believe me, I have astonished myself. I have. I feel, incredibly blessed. My life is amazing. My world is so much bigger. A little town, and my world was small. Okay, but that's my view. When my husband says he wanted to move over here, I said no. 58 years old, live in the same town my whole life, live in the house I was raised in. I'm not moving. I live here. But it was not healthy for me. I had family that was very, very closed-minded, very negative. Really took a lot from me, and I felt guilty for my financial success. It did. We're talking, I'm making a little bit of money. You're making a lot of crazy money. And so that feels uncomfortable sometimes. You have to kind of grow into that. So when I said I would move over here and we built a house, I said I have to have, not view, I need to take your breath away view. And you can see this view in every room of my house you walk through, and it just embraces you. And in a little sign in one of my bathrooms, it says, "I really love my home because of who I get to share it with." I love sharing it. I love it because it's just gives me joy every day. So you got to find something in your world that can give you joy. Right now, it doesn't have to be this breathtaking view, but I can find something every day that gives you joy. Okay, maybe. Okay, so this is kind of cool. This was Living Out Loud. We heard from Tanya. Yeah, Tanya.
Oh, yeah.
I have tennis shoes on right now. And I don't even use the same pants. But anyway, this is my granddaughter, who I absolutely adore. My son is a total yellow, and so is she. I mean, I can tell you something. But the thing is, my husband, we went for a walk. This is, that's not my house. It's a house around the corner. But she wanted to take the stroller. And my husband goes, you know, why am I wearing? I said, hey, it's what Nana's going to do.
Yeah.
So it was a hard walk with the gravel, and she wanted to do it herself. But the thing is, living the dream. Living the dream. Doesn't mean I don't work. Doesn't mean I don't get back. We did a meeting in Plumber last night. Was that where we were? Yeah, Plumber. And so, is there any more? Is that it? Okay. So I'm going to read you something that's going to give you the suit of armor. Okay. And so this is my gift. This was from Jimmy Smith to me, and I didn't know it all. You do not need to know it all. Work at it. This is a business. The isagenixbusiness.com, there's 4 quadrants. It'll take you about 10 hours of study. Do you think that maybe it might be worth it? Okay. I have little notes here. Let's see if I touched all of them. Yep, they're pretty good. So this is called The Price of the Promise of Network Marketing. And so the numbers are a little bit large, but just remember what he was. The price of the promise. Mark Yarnell, minister in a small town in Texas, was headed for bankruptcy and was just about to lose his car and home. He looked for a way out and discovered network marketing. Luckily, he had a wise sponsor. The sponsor gave Mark the promise. The business can set you free financially in 1 to 3 years. But he also gave him the price. To succeed, you will have to face and conquer 4 major enemies. Mark said, it's a deal. Mark began by inviting 200 friends. I didn't know. 200 friends over to his house to watch a video. 80 said, not interested. Mark had encountered enemy number 1, rejection. He thought, no problem. My sponsor warned me about that. I've got 120 people still coming over. Guess what? 50 didn't show up. He had just encountered enemy number 2, deception. Mark thought, no problem. My sponsor warned me about that. I've got 70 people who watched the tape. Guess what? 57 of them said, not interested. He had just encountered enemy number 3, apathy. Undaunted, Mark thought, no problem. 13 people signed up. Guess what? 12 of them dropped out of the business shortly thereafter. Have you ever had that happen? Okay. He had just encountered enemy number 4, attrition. Attrition had left Mark with just 1 serious teammate. But to this day, that single teammate helps earn Mark $50,000 a month. So, and there's more to this, but what I would like you to hear is that we're not looking for the world. We don't have to recruit every body that lives and breathes and has a credit card. You know, I feel that way in the beginning. You're looking for people who are looking for you. You are looking for people who are willing to put in the work to change their circumstances. That's who you're looking for. I will match energy for energy. I will run as hard as it takes with somebody who shows me they want it. Put me in front of anybody else. This is sound, ride me like a rented mule. I will go all day long. If I can 3 ways on the phone all day long, and I have to drive this way again, I will do it because I believe this. I believe this to my core. To my core. Products, awesome. Do it every day. Products, I could tell you 1 ingredient maybe. I mean, I'm not really that up on it. I'm not really that dumb, but I mean, the thing is, I don't get into it that much because it's never been super big passion for me. I get it. They say it's not a diet. Yeah, it is. In my mind, I'm having to say no to the cookies and the toast. But bottom line, it's like, you know, I get where it's not. It becomes a lifestyle after a while. It's not going to happen overnight for people. People who are not healthy, it's not like they feel all this energy right away. I've been in this for 12 years. I've seen where people say, oh my gosh, Doris, little Doris lost 7 pounds, rocked her world out of a cannon in 4 days. Cindy, 12 sticky pounds, felt like $1 million. She says, got awake, got her awake. Well, not so much for me. It took a little while. And the thing is, my life is fabulous. My family's lives. I love teaching my children there's a different way. I love it. All of you need to wake up and own that and be powerful when you're talking about it. People ask you, is it network marketing? Say, absolutely. If people ask you, is it pyramid? Say, no. And if it was anything you're thinking it is, I wouldn't be doing it. I love people. I love what's right. And I really think we should be shouting it from the mountaintops. Okay. I want to say goodbye. I want to tell you that we now live in Coeur d'Alene. Is that pretty awesome? And so,
well, guys, we're going to wrap up. It's just 9 o'clock tonight, and we just want to thank everybody for coming out. We're going to have another meeting like this next month. It's the 3rd Thursday of next month. I'm not sure on the date, maybe the 16th or the 17th. So just be watching the Facebook groups for that. And then also there's a Seattle Super Saturday, March 12th. With Dr. Nick Messina and Rob and Nicole Stewart will be excellent over in Kirkland. So get yourselves and your team to that event as well. And I think the month following it's in Portland. So a lot of really fun things coming up. Thank you so much for being here tonight and have an awesome, awesome night. We'll see you soon.
Cindy.